So I made a video on Ryan about 9 months ago or so, and while I expected that video to get maybe 100 views, it clearly went beyond that and gave me one of the most insane impression click-through rates ever, as well as a whopping 2,000 views above my expectation. So when Oopaville had a small segment in his video mentioning the kid, I was not expecting for the video to perform several times better because of it. I mean, I'm not too proud of that video because not only did that video have a broken microphone, but it also got re-rendered several times, so the whole thing kind of looked like a mess for a lack of a better term. Did I mention my editing sucked? Nonetheless, today's topic needs no introduction, since I'm 90% confident everybody has at least at some point heard of this guy before. Regardless of his age, he mostly opens a bunch of eggs and stuff, since at one point that was popular for children. And the thing that makes Ryan more peculiar than other kid-oriented channels such as Vlad and Miki or Kids Diana Show is how he's not only older but still actually on the channel, since those other large channels have been shadowing the original kids as they've gotten older in exchange for their younger siblings. For example, when I clicked on the most recent videos of those two, Vlad, Miki, and Diana were nowhere to be found. But getting back to the main topic, I think that the initial problem for a channel like Ryan's is how he's come to a point where his channel can't really be directed to children anymore, or at least not as efficiently, because a lot of kids are probably going to want to rather watch peers their same age do exhilarating stuff instead of teens. Which really does put the coffin in his name to a point, because let's be honest, anybody over the age of 10 will probably not be watching Cocomelon, and anybody over the age of 13 wouldn't be watching those channels, since at that point they'd probably be opting for something a little more mature, different. And then there's channels like the Royalty Family who do end up getting some success contrary to their age, however they align more to Mr. Beast-like content, and the controversies within that channel in particular is definitely something to talk about for another time. But heading back to Ryan, when you look at the most recent uploads with his channel, there's just something that I can't like when I look at this. It's not because he's aging or anything, but more because it's impossible to tell if he's actually wanting to do any of the things he's doing in the first place. He's made almost 3,000 videos lasting anywhere from 10 minutes to several hours, and when I see the content now, which I can't stress enough to still be almost daily, it at least doesn't really feel that genuine to me. There's also much less of a return of these videos compared to some few years ago when the pinnacle of the channel was opening some ridiculously massive eggs or going into some huge fort. And looking back into the channel, it's also just weird how the branding up top has been the exact same thing for years. Like, I've never really watched this guy, but I do know that they've had that profile picture for at least a few years, and it hardly even works with what he looks like now. Another thing that's just really weird to take in is how every time I click on a video made by him recently, there's a trailer to, I suppose, a movie that he's going to have in a month or so.
This video features clips of Ryan's World, the movie Titan Universe Adventure, starring Ryan from Ryan's World, coming to theaters August 16th.
Now, if you were me, you would have expected this movie or whatever to maybe have Ryan doing something that isn't mostly exclusive to animation. But I think his parents or team or whatever must have gotten the idea that he's getting a little old, because when I go to see this trailer, 90% of it's an animation, if not all of it. As for the whole movie thing, that's also probably for another time, but getting back to the content, one of the other weird things I've noticed is that they still use this kind of cheesy intro that doesn't fit with what Ryan is or looks like at all.
Welcome to Ryan's World!
Remember, your most important job as a security guard is to protect my Titan Universe comic book.
To be honest, if you were to tell me that this is what Ryan was up to nowadays, I probably wouldn't believe you at all. I mean, a decent chunk of people are probably going to remember Ryan for when he was younger, not when he was starting to go through puberty. For this video or whatever, apparently some person stole his comic book, which is for some reason a prized possession of his.
Dark Titan must have stolen my Titan Universe comic book and taken it back in time to the dinosaur age.
I love how the second he sees an egg, he just comes up with the conclusion that somebody wants him to go through time to get his comic book thing. Like, that escalated pretty fast. Later on in this video, they, have to solve a puzzle while getting attacked by one of those T-Rex Halloween costumes.
That was a good one.
Okay, Red Titan, it's done!
Okay. Yeah! Yes, I did it! I defeated the dinosaur!
So after whatever happened there, Ryan has to now travel to what I'm assuming is supposed to be ancient Egypt, where some mummy dude tries to turn Ryan's sidekick or whatever into a mummy.
Wait a minute. It might be Combo's yellow. because look at his hair. And I think I'm red, because that's my favorite color. And I'm Red Titan.
Red Titan, hurry!
I also like how Ryan's completely calm over this while the other dude is screaming for his life, and then Ryan's input is to go, "Oh, it must be red and this panda guy must be yellow. I figured it out, guys."
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And you have to put the lid on.
Yes, I did it.
Okay, he did it. Solved my puzzle and yeah. Okay, just move the door yourself. You freed. Well, for defeating my curse, I'm going to give you my treasure.
Yeah, the ending of these sections for the videos don't really make any sense considering how grateful these antagonists are for the protagonist. They're coming up with all sorts of puzzles and stuff for Ryan to do while the sidekick has to go through this whole saga of immense torture. But heading back into the whole plot, after they do something in ancient Egypt, instead of going forward in time, they go back.
How do we outrun it?
Hello, Mr. Polar Bear. We can use these sleds to get away.
Oh, good idea.
Thank you, sir. Let's go.
There's like a polar bear person or something that helps them use those portable scooters from middle school phys ed to navigate through what seems to be some concrete floor. It only gets more confusing here when they decide to switch the direction of time again by going to what I think I can assume is the medieval ages. And that's where his comic book or whatever is, but they have to fight some more people in Halloween costumes because apparently that's what you do when you travel back in time.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot! Ha-ha!
No.
Paper covers rock. And now, sword covers you!
Ah!
Hey! Hey! That's not fair!
So after they defeat the knight person, the dragon person then has like some fireball thing that they deflect their swords with. Well, yeah, that was a very realistic death scene there. So after whatever they just did, they end up going back home and I guess end the video on what is supposed to be, I think, a cliffhanger since he loses it the second he's out of the screen.
I'll never let this thing leave my side ever again.
Good job. Security guard Josh?
Bad news.
Here we go again. Bye, guys.
Yeah, so most of his videos are kind of like that, or they'll be much longer and include videos from when he was younger for whatever reason. They also have this second channel with only 3 million subscribers that has Roblox content or something. I don't know, it's there. But for the most part, I think I'm going to end the video from here since there isn't much left to go over other than restating the fact that this guy is probably getting a little too old to be doing whatever he's doing. Make sure to dislike this video if you want to sell your kids to a family channel cult, and I'll see you hopefully sometime later. I don't know.